Good morning, collective. I hope everybody is doing awesome today, and I know you are. It's all a matter of perception. There's something we can all be grateful for, right? Yes, always, every day, every day. Life itself is something to be grateful for. And, if this day isn't perfect, make a plan for it to be perfect tomorrow or to be work better, right? If we say to ourselves, tomorrow will be a better day, and we believe that in faith, tomorrow will be a better day. Sometimes if I have start off on a bad day, it's kind of hard to get rearranged around. So I always say, well, tomorrow will be better. And that's just the way it is, right? And I just want to tell you guys that you're so loved and beloved of God, that he loves his creation of humanity. Who can create but he that loves? So, every child you've ever had in your life, you look at it with love. That's just the way it is. That's the way it is. So God wants to talk to us today about communion and messages from the higher realms, and the light shining through the fog, and looking up, looking up, looking towards a new day. A new day is on its way. The eagle brings the message. We're living in a changing world right now. Everything is changing very, 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 very fast. And we need to hold on to our faith in this changing world. And, faith is something it's a precious thing. It will keep you looking up even in the worst of times. And, I know this because I have been in the worst of times. I've been there and I've experienced it, everything, the whole shebang, life in general, right? From, moving across the country with nothing. I never had a penny to my name, but it never stopped me from doing anything. Okay? I've never had a penny to my name. Not a bank account, not an ID. I don't have a penny to my name. But I had something more precious. I had faith. And my faith took me thousands and thousands and thousands of miles around America. Now, I never really dreamed of leaving the country, so I didn't leave the country. But I have traveled from the east to the west and from the north to the south of America, and I never had a penny to my name. Sometimes I hitchhiked, sometimes I walked. The one thing was for sure, if I had a calling, I was moving, and I was moving that way. I've left a lot of things behind, and I love them all. But you know what? This life was meant to be experienced, and that's what I'm here to do, is to share my experiences with you and to let you know that God wants you to have experiences, because the more experiences you have, the more you grow. It's fertilizer for your life. And Page of Wands, great adventures await. Yeah. This guy here is off on a journey, an adventure. He is inspired. So God wants to talk to you about being inspired, communion, inspiration. Look at this little dude, man. He got his walking shoes on and his Superman cape, and he ain't afraid to take an adventure, to add some spice into his life. And we were just talking about that, right? Life is for adventure. It is to spice up your life, no matter what you think or what you love or what kind of idea you have. Act on it and bring some joy into your life, your family of adventure. Curiosity. Be curious about the things that are around you, because we live in a magical world, and there's magic all around us. Just us being here is magical. I mean, we're like a little atom, that flies off the sun, and we take root, and we grow within another soul's belly, and we're born upon this planet, and that is a miracle. It's a wonder. It don't happen on Mars. It don't happen on Venus. It doesn't happen, we haven't found it anywhere within our solar system that anything like life happens on any planet. You are born to be curious. You are born to be adventurous. You were born to be brave. You were born to take chances. You were not born to stay in one place your whole life and only know one thing. We were meant to be adventurous. You walk that road. You walk the road of life, and all those stars. You see those stars? Those count for all the adventures you want to have in your life. Tales, stories that you're going to tell your children, stories you're going to tell your grandchildren of, your bravery and your bravado, and you're going to inspire them to do the same thing, right? Yes, families are meant to be together, to love together, to enjoy each other's company. But, if we don't go out and have a great adventure, what do we have to talk about at the dinner table, right? So adventures bring new excitement into the family, into the whole house. And if God wants to commune with you about an adventure, well, let's do that. Let's listen. I got my communing thing on. See there, I got my unicorn on. To me, this represents the planet Earth. It's a pyramid, a crystal quartz pyramid, but it's a 4x4, and it represents the four corners of the Earth. And it also is highly magnetic and electrical, and it brings me messages from the planet Earth, and it clears out my third eye and keeps me funny and silly, and I like that, okay? Because I don't never want to grow up. I don't never want to be, a grown-up. The definition of a grown-up just does not suit me. I love the idea of paging it, even though I am, I'm not a page, but I like being a page. So that's where you will find me in my youthfulness, and your youthfulness should be pagey. Even though we're set as empresses and emperors at this age where we're at, but there's no fun in just being an emperor and empress, bossy all day or whatever, running the house, running the fields, running the corporation, running the world. We actually want to take off from our responsibilities sometimes and play fancy footloose and fancy free, just like this. So God's saying that today might be the day to plan an adventure, and get out there and show your stuff, show your smile. Let's say you've got a beautiful smile and you ain't used it for a while. Be adventurous. Put that baby on. Go outside. See how many people you can get to smile back at you. And just do that. I do that sometimes. I like to just do that sometimes. And it's an adventure. Anything that breaks the monotony of the day is an adventure. Yesterday I planted my radishes and cucumbers and stuff and got them ready and in a little box sitting in there in my window. It was an adventure. I made it look just like a little old garden. And sometimes we just do things And it doesn't matter what it is. If you're inspired to do something, do it, because you will feel proud of yourself afterwards. It'll make you feel good about you. And it says, I love me. I'm going to do something that's going to fill my cup, and I'm going to enjoy it, and it's going to be an awesome day. And tomorrow and today and tomorrow will be awesome days, right? Today is going to be an awesome day. I love you. God loves you. Smile. Ah, we got another fire sign. We got some action going on out there, peoples. Peeps, humanity, you're acting. Your actions are speaking loud. This tells me that you are loving and giving. King of Wands, he is fiery and hot and passionate with love, altruistic, protector, warrior. You're a go-getter today, humanity. You're out there showing action of adventureness and love, and you can't get no better than this right here. This is a man energy. This is an energy that will comfort you and keep you and hold you and protect you and love you and tell you the greatest things about yourself that you are, because we all need to be told sometimes that we're appreciated, right? Well, wait for it, it's coming, because you are appreciated, collective. You are appreciated. Well, we're starting out with fire. Fire. And what is fire? It's the male, masculine action, warmth, love, protection. It's a warrior. He's going to fight for that which is right. He's always going to protect those he loves, and strangers too. He is a man of the world that loves all things and all creatures, and he's very charismatic, magnetic. He might not be, the fatherly type that sits in a chair, crosses his legs, and reads stories. He's more likely out with horses, racing cars. He's doing things that are full of action. I don't know, he's out there maneuvering, whatever kind of maneuvers you want to use, but he's doing it in a good, honest way, right? So let's see what's going on out there, collective, with all this fire, all this movement, adventure, and journey, and where are we going? Spiritual. This also is very spiritual, highly spiritual. Fire is spirit, right? It'll burn stuff up, and then something will grow behind it. Yeah, fire. Fire. Whenever you clear off the fields, you burn away the brush. And then that field is left pure and hollow and ready for planting, right? Ooh, we got lovers. We got some fiery stuff going on out there. We got passion. We've got love. We've got journey and new adventures. Somebody out there is finding love in their life right now, and it is hot, 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 hot. I am so happy for you. I mean, this is hot stuff. This is a journey. This is a King of Wands. This is a man of action, a man of love, a man that's going to show you. Ooh, and we got a little temperance. Yeah, a little balancing. I believe temperance is Aquarius. We've got the water act. You see he's got the two pentacles that he's got holding up balancing, but it's basically all about balance. So we've got an earth sign here with those pentacles. Earth and water and air. This is all four, and fire. So this is a well-rounded, well put together love. With temperance here, this means that it's very balanced, very beautiful, very abundant, and stable. Yeah. So love is coming in, humanity. All my beautiful people out there, there's a love coming in that's angelic. Yeah, an angelic love coming. For some of you, I don't know who this reading is for, but I hope it's all of you. An angelic love coming, a fire, family, God, peace. This is, you know, this is the dream relationship. This is the forever relationship, you know, and it's tempered, which means, yeah, it's looking good out there. They've got some relationships going. One more card from Mike Sears' deck. Let's see. Ooh, the High Priestess, the Moon. Maybe with the moon in Virgo, a lot of practical actions we're taking, you know, such as towards love, just expressing love, just deciding to go on a journey of love, to be practical about it, you know, and to just move in without fear. So here you go, you know, nothing is hidden from the High Priestess. We got 3 High Arcana cards right there. And the High Priestess says that this is a thing that's for sure. Somebody is finding love that's, yeah, that's pretty awesome. Okay, let's see. Let's go to the chakra deck. So we've got some love going on, and the High Priestess involved, all-knowing, temperance, fire, water, energy. 3 of Cups, a celebration, merriment, happiness, victory, celebration, support, sharing, friendship, social events, community, sincere allies, unity is strength. Coming together, unity is strength. Having a celebration, it looks like, yeah, family, love, peace, joy, commitment, you know, and then we got the deep knowing over here through the High Priestess, and she knows everything. Nothing is hidden from her. See the moon. The moon works with her and shows her everything that's in the dark. Everything in the dark she sees. And then we have celebration. So somebody is seeing something clearly about love, and they are moving forward into love, celebration. This is Mercury, Cancer, and Earth right here on the side. And this is the heart chakra, which, you know, right here is the Earth. You know, really, I mean, it's green, but right here is where you plant all seeds, right here. You ground them in the earth, but you wet them up right here to see if they're worth grounding. You know, our whole body is a field. That's why in the Bible they talk, in all books, a lot of gardening talk goes on, you know, and it's all about, you know, clearing out the clods. We are the garden. We are the place where God plants the seeds of fertility, the seeds of love, the seeds of life, the seeds of peace. We are the garden, and they do get planted in us. Faith, seeds of hope. You know, all these things are very important in our life, right? Right. Oh, my rock. I just found this rock outside, but I love it. It looks like a head right here of an animal, and I stick them it rests on top of my other rocks. There we go. It's a balancing rock set. And life is all about balance, right? Yeah. Yeah, life is. Here, I'll show you my little rocks. See them? My balancing rocks. Yeah, I'm kind of an oddball, but I love it. I wouldn't change nothing. I like being different, odd, weird. I think of myself, I want to be different. I don't want to be like everybody else, right? It'd be a boring world if there weren't some weirdos in there somewhere, right? Right? We need weirdos, man. Be weird. Be adventurous. Change the scenery. You know, switch it up. Okay, so we have got an adventure, and then we've got a King of Wands, and he has fallen in love. And we've got a lot of male cards out here, so I could be talking to a divine male. And he's fallen in love possibly with a high priestess. Yes. And there is great celebrations going on. Yes. All around, everywhere. Yes, yes, and yes. See? They've got their cups and they're saluting to the heavens, to the greatness of God and creation. Here we are. The world. Celebrating with the whole world. The whole world is celebrating fulfillment, completion, triumph, assured success, consummation. Ooh, somebody getting married. A consummation. Celebration, wholeness, contentment, opening a new chapter, travel. Somebody's closed a chapter and opening a new one. Yeah, a new view on life, which is what we all need. That's why we get the adventure. Yeah, God comes to us and says, hey, it's time to take an adventure. And it may come to us through distraction or through disruption, or, something can happen that makes us say, well, damn, I've got to do something. But really, in all reality, if that happens to you, you're very blessed. It means your life is about to change. And it will change for the better. Because you have to have chaos to wipe things out, so that you can bring in a new foundation that works better for you. I know this because I've wiped out many foundations. And you know what? Where I'm at today, I would not change for nothing in the world. Everything I wiped out of my life in my past needed to go so that I could keep moving forward to where I was headed, right? No stop me now. No stop me now. And that's the attitude you need to have too. No stop me now. I'm on an adventure. I'm going to clear out everything in my life so that I can bring in new. Because new is where it's at, right? New things. And it don't take money. You don't have to have money to change your perspective, to change your mind, to change your thought process. You just have a new idea. I had to go to my room for a month. Yeah. I had to go into my room for a month and, sit in there and think. I was in separation from my husband, from my family, from everybody, because I needed to change. It was the best thing I ever did, and I'll do it again if I ever need to, if that's what it takes. Yeah. 5 of Earth. If you have fears surrounding money, accept help from others. Yeah. 5 of Earth here. It says that some of you might be worried about money, and I can understand that. But ask for help. And here's the thing. I know it feels shameful to ask for help, but let me tell you something. I was born poor. I mean poor. and my family was uneducated, and my dad worked 12 hours a day on the farm just to support us, and my mom didn't have an education. She only knew about taking care of children, so I was poor. At 15, it was my turn to start taking care of the children, so I didn't get to go to school or finish school or have an education. So, as life came and went and I began to have my children, I lived off welfare. But as soon as my children were old enough and I could, I wanted to get an education, but I had low self-esteem, low self-worth. I cried a lot. I was really in bad shape. And so I turned to God. And, I couldn't understand the Bible, what I was reading. So it was just as simple as getting a dictionary. My husband said, get a dictionary and look everything up. That's what his dad told him. And so it began from there. My education began through God, the Bible. And then, of course, the Bible isn't the only book on God in the whole world. If you're going to investigate God, then you need to look at everybody's views of God. So, there's the Bible, there's thousands of other spiritual scripts, and I couldn't get enough. I wanted to know what everybody thought about God around the world. Once I started, I could not stop. And then, I wanted to follow Jesus. I loved Jesus. I loved what he did. I loved what he stood for. I loved what he represented. But I was not a part of the church, because whenever I would try to go to the church, they'd throw me out. So it eventually came to where I just educated myself on spirituality, and all my lessons were based on what felt true. And I wanted to be a truth teller and a feeler of truth. So, each one of us are individuals. And when we go on a journey or an experience, to experience something greater in our lives that we, want to feel, we need to be willing to explore other areas of life. All areas of life, right? You can't just explore one area and say, well, Christianity is the only way, or Buddhism is the only way, or Hinduism is the only way. To tell you the truth, just like the body is a head, and the head and the arm and the leg are all separate, everything is different. We need all these different cultures who teach different things to bring some spice and life into God's work, right? Individualists are better than everybody being the same. So, their spiritual experience from Hinduism is not the same spiritual experience as Christianity, but that don't mean that their spiritual experience is wrong. It means God and them had a different view of things than those others, and God had a view of things. It's all about who we are and where we come from. 6th verse, gifts of money, time or effort, new career opportunities, receiving a loan or paying off debts. So here we are receiving gifts, from God. And those gifts come in many different forms, words, countries, peoples. We need to be open to loving all things that are created around the world. There is no right people, there are no wrong people. There are people at different levels learning different things, different experiences. And what are people? We are spirits, we are souls, we are the creatures of the universe that aren't seen, who are manifesting on this earth in the human flesh, that they can feel, that they can, experience contact and touch and feelings. We didn't just bounce here out of nothing. We already, we're already innate. We have things inside of us that we know that are innate. Release, Archangel Azrael, the end of a phase or situation, spiritual transformation, time to move on. Maybe that's telling me it's time to move on. Yeah, the love of God is within us. We came here as a physical being. The spirit is physical too, but it's translucent. It's well, how do I want to say that? It's like water. There we go. That's how I want to say it. It's like water. It's like water. And so, coming and being in the flesh gives us a chance to have a material body. If you would think of it like that, you would understand and see that being on this planet and learning and having different experiences, that when we pass from this planet, we go back out into the ethers. We're still here. We're just invisible. Dead. The addition, which is the flesh, is gone, and then we become liquid or amorphous again. We're still there. We still see. We still know what's going on, but it's a whole different matter. We are no longer in the matter. We are of the spirit then. And, and when we're ready to be matter again, we come back. And I know this because I remember many different lifetimes, and there's no shame in that. I was my whole life remembering different lifetimes and living different experiences that were not the same. And like I said, I just realized that, we're not supposed to be in one place. Our whole lifetimes we're supposed to grow and experience life as much as we can while we're here. And if you miss anything, don't worry, because you'll be back. You will be back. You might not remember it, but believe me, you will be back. 9, 9. Nines are the end. It's a completion. Okay? You will be back. You will. I'll be back. I know I'll be back. And when I come back this time, we can even plan where we're going to come back to. We have those options. It's not told to us in the Bible, but when you begin to read about spiritual experiences around the world, you realize some cultures literally know that they can plan out their death and then also their reincarnation, where they will come back at. Jesus said, we're resurrected. We're resurrected again and again and again, which means, God does not destroy energy. Nothing in the universe is wasted. Nothing. Nothing. Page of Earth. See how grounded he is? He knows. Got his staff, his antlers. He's listening to God. Them antlers are a representation of an antenna. He's grounded so good in the earth that, he's capable of carrying that energy from on high. Because, energy, you can only carry as much energy as you're capable of carrying, and any kind of instrument that takes on energy has to be able to hold that energy, or it's a waste. So the Page of Earth represents the capability and knowledge of moving forward in the adventure, okay? He's just like this page right here. He's starting off an adventure, right? And he's grounded, and we got another adventure going right here. Page of Earth. Page of Earth. Commitment to prosperity. First signs of tangible success. Undeniable evidence that hard work will pay off. Dreams grounded in reality. The start of a new project. Everything starts with a plan, and I am beginning to see results generate prosperity. I am a doer, and I get to make my own decisions. I have the ability to attract what I need. Well, guys, I'm going to end it there. And what Spirit is saying is you have the ability to attract to you what you need. And you can move forward and make adventures in your life, even in your daily life. Okay? It just starts with a plan and then the action. I just want y'all to know that I love you, and I am so grateful to be able to spend time with you. I pray that you'll subscribe to my channel and like it if you can, and have a wonderful day, everybody. God bless. Bye-bye.